Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spinner Rack. I'm here with my boys PD and Cal. Say what's up, gents.
What's going on?
Yo, we're ready to rock.
Hey man, we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. They've dropped a commercial, a trailer. Let's see what it's all about.
Yeah,
Selecta.
a while ago during the Super Bowl last Sunday. Ready, set.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive. Make a wish, buddy.
Wait, Wilson?
Who's asking? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me.
Wait.
You are special. This is your chance.
To be a hero among heroes. I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus. Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, we've been waiting for this for such a long time. It is just great to finally see that they dropped something out. And yes, they did drop it during the Super Bowl, and we are getting to you now. So hey, don't sweat it. Um, Gentlemen, what are your takes on this? Is this something that you expected? The tone seems good. What's going on? I'm gonna start off with Petey. Hit me with your best shot, baby.
I'm a fan of the Deadpool movies. I'm not a fan of kind of the multiverse stuff. I think Marvel's kind of overdone that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be enjoyable and fun. I just kind of wish that it wasn't a multiverse nonsense thing and just deal with some other thing where he runs into Wolverine. And the other problem is Wolverine. Not too, I mean, Hugh Jackman was a decent one, but of course he was too tall. So since we got a closer Colossus, it would be fun if we got, Wolverine that, or they did some, well, I can't use this bit because someone else came up with it. Something they could have digitally done with Hugh Jackman to make it work within more closer to Wolverine, and it would have been funny. But at the same time, it looks like it's going to be fun. So obviously going to go see it. I just kind of wish it wasn't a TVA. I will say the TVA, at least the guy who's playing the TVA, who's from Secession, he looks a little more like, he doesn't look like Mark Grunwald, who's the basis for the original guy from the TVA, but he looks closer to the face that Walter Simonson gave him. So that's as much as I can say, but I haven't liked the TVA in this incarnation of people who go around trying to figure out the timeline. Basically, they wanted to X out the Fantastic Four, so they're not really the best source of dealing with the timeline. So I think they've been misused in all these movies,
Okay.
TV shows. So it's just
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you for that. We just want to say your thoughts on what Deadpool will
It's
bring. By
like
the way, it gave
all the
the highest,
Deadpool stuff was great. The
Viewed
Deadpool stuff
trailer
is great.
ever
The
in
Deadpool
24
stuff is
hours.
great, but at the same time, do we need to have him going through time being in Avengers scenes?
They have to wrap it up. They're going to wrap up this
They don't
whole
need to wrap it
universe.
up.
They're going to
Why
wrap
do
it
they
up.
need to wrap it up?
They need to wrap it up. So this whole universe is going to be multiverse, which some people liked it, some very intelligent people liked it, and then some people who have been challenged did
Oh
not
my
like
God,
it.
this
Who are
guy.
the, who are the
So,
intelligent people who like this?
so Cal, let me ask you a very simple question. Did you like the trailer? You know?
Of course. Good.
Okay,
Good
good. That's
trailer.
what I like. I like your one word answers. There's no more. We can definitely expound upon what you're saying.
Oh, two words. But of course, look, the trailer looks fun, looks interesting. Humor is spot on. But yeah, what PD saying is right. TVA is like, I mean, I would have preferred for them not to be. I mean, this is pretty much Deadpool kills the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm on board. I'm on board to see that. But they're still throwing the TVA is really like a failed enterprise at the end of the day. It should have just been localized to Loki and not going anywhere else. But then again, they're trying to make the link because they want to keep Deadpool alive for future stuff with Marvel since he's still successful and a whole bunch of the other stuff has been a flaming mess.
Look, the whole
Yeah,
reason you
so
keep TVA.
I could do without that aspect of the film. Though I do want to see what they're going to do with Wolverine. I do want to see for a couple of reasons. One, because of the interaction I know about them in the comic, and then two, I got a few comics over here with his first appearance of Wolverine and Deadpool fighting, and I can make some money. So we got those two things going.
Look, so I don't really want to get into this, but the TVA, the multiverse is existing. They're just trying to wrap things up. This is coming from on top.
Wasn't it already wrapped up with
It's not wrapped up
Loki?
yet.
Loki became the was it Yggdrasil in the timeline thing? That's what they tried to describe?
We are
Oh,
going off. We're going off the rockers.
so isn't it connected to all that nonsense,
We
right?
still have Avengers 5. We still have Secret Wars. We still have to introduce the X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
Looked like some of the X-Men were there.
Feige has a plan, and there's going to bring all this stuff together. There's going to be Battle World. So I don't want to go all the way in there.
No,
But, gentlemen,
you are skipping the fact that this is a cash grab.
what cash grab? What are you talking about? I mean, all movies are cash grabs. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
this movie is saying, all right, here's the story we want. Here's like what is it? Like Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's like saying, all right, even though we're gonna have some high action, we're gonna try to bring this down and scale it down so it's like a localized thing in New York, since it's a New York cop, and it was something that we didn't see. So yes, doing another Die Hard movie means more money, yes. But at the same time, when they were doing it, they're like, all right, we're going to give you another aspect. Whereas the second one was a little bigger than the first. The third one was a little more low tech to a big ending at the end to give you the what's the name. And then the fourth one is just like, let's just have fun. But it was in that dynamic, right? Right here, we're just saying, hey, what do we want to do? We had some timeline stuff at the end of, of Deadpool 2. Let's do some more timeline stuff because this is what people love. And it just turns into Back to the Future 2 over and over again because they love that movie. It gives you the It's a Wonderful Life feel, and it's just like, stop it. We got Deadpool as a fun character. Have him up against. They have some of those Rob Liefeld adversaries in Cold of the Day. Like that's it's like what was it? One of the jokes. I think was it when Byrne was taking on the title. Like, look, Deadpool is the gimmick. Doing Deadpool and Wolverine could be fun, but doing a timeline thing and then you're gonna slip in Patch, like we're gonna see Patch in there and Madripoor, that sort of thing. Like we don't need to see Patch. And it's like, oh, why do you have an eye patch? Like you already see the jokes coming already. Like you think I don't notice that he's in like they have him at some sort of carrying a pirate scene type of thing where he's in like this in Madripoor at a table, like the James Bond sort of thing, that sort of stuff. It was just look at the first film, and it was a thing with a lot of flashbacks. It was cutting back and forth in time, right? So when Hollywood looks like that, it's like, yeah, we were cutting back and forth in time. That's like traveling through time. So the audience will get it. And it's just like, just do a fun movie. Because even at the same time, some of the aspects of the first Deadpool movie was similar to like the opening scene in Hancock, but it didn't take away from what they did because it was like, okay, it's a little too close for me, but at the same time, it added a lot of other stuff to it since it was basically one scene and it basically kind of back and forth, and then we get to the present day and we close out the movie, right? The second one, yeah, it's going to be a little more, hijinks and that sort of thing, but they still had fun with it, right? This one, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I went too far.
I'm glad you're finally self-editing yourself, because that just went on way wasn't even the topic we were discussing, and whether or not we like the show, there's no need to start tackling TVA. Which, by the way, again, I said, it's been voted on
No
by
reason to tackle the TVA.
there's been a lot of very popular people have been said that this is a very good idea to help them end this whole multiverse and introduce the X-Men. It's not. I'm not saying it, clearly not, but I'm just trying to say, a
The
lot of people.
TVA, even though like any sort
The
of
TVA and the multiverse are linked together, so you need that as a vehicle to help control it. Cal, I'm passing it on to you. You have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
He's right.
the TVA was a bit to say at some point in the Fantastic Four, right? Another Fantastic Four adversary that they stole was like, hey, the Dreaming Celestial is going way into the future and had an idea of turning Galactus into a time eating thing. So not only planets, he was able to eat time. So it's like this Celestial took that and was planned to just wipe out our entire timeline. That is as big as you can get a storyline, right? And the Fantastic Four don't know they're allowing this to happen. That they dropped the bomb on the Fantastic Four at the same time to get rid of them. And Reed was able to get out of that, right? So then they go to a time jumping thing with Doom fighting Reed, and the TVA is like, that's it. We're finally getting these guys. We tried to kill them by throwing them in different timelines. Now we're going to get them. And then it ultimately changed from how Simonson was doing it because he was struggling with Marvel. So he turned it into a gag of having Mark Grunwald as the leader and a ton of faceless people at desks to do like the Marvel bullpen. So it's almost ultimately a gag. But we have a gag thing here, and the TVA is not a gag at all. It's all serious guys that he's going to have to take out as far as other things. Guys that are trying to wipe out the timeline, and he's going to save the day. That's not the TVA. They're just bad guys. So, one bad guy and that sort of thing. So they change it into these guys thinking they're doing the right thing for the wrong reasons type of deal. And that's all of those characters, all the villains of that. So, sorry, I did it again.
Are you really sorry? Or
Yes,
not?
I am. I went
sorry,
too
not
long
sorry.
again. Not sorry. No sarcasm. No sarcasm.
Okay, I think I've already discussed. But listen, overall, the video is really good. It helps to introduce us. We see the Wolverine characters there. We have the TVA who are pivotal to the entire Marvel wrapping up the whole multiverse series. Cal, can you give us an explanation of the audience out there what Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is about?
Did you ever read Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe?
Can you give an explanation of the
Well,
video?
Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe was a what if Punisher went and killed Marvel Universe, and somehow the Punisher was able to accomplish killing like everybody, like Hulk, Captain America, or, literally with bullets. He was able to do this, but it took off. It was a bit, it's a bit of a romp, but that was actually played straight. That was played very seriously. So then it became, well, what if Deadpool, did the same thing, just came out and took out Marvel, and not just remember, Deadpool can actually break the fourth wall, so he can actually go to like pivotal points in Marvel Universe's history and just say, no, I'm going to wipe this out, do this, and he would just totally destroy the Marvel Universe, all for laughs, of course. So originally it was a 4-issue series, and then I think they bulked it together into an omnibus. But that was pretty much it. This is a guy who has the ability to, this is a guy who's totally irreverent, with the ability to break the fourth wall. What's to stop him from just going over here and recreating the Marvel Universe in his own image?
Thank you. So, do you guys think that is what's
You're
going to
welcome.
happen? Do you guys think this is what's going to happen here? Petey.
I think, I agree with Cal. It's going to have a little bit of that. It's going to be obviously going to also be a little bit of fighting the TVA, but we don't know if he's being put on the wrong path or not. hence Wolverine coming in and attacking them. So it's kind of the same movie like where the reverse of Cable going after and killing someone. They're putting their TVA is bringing in a mercenary to do all the stuff to the timeline, and Wolverine is going to, I guess, they're gonna have to get a fight because he doesn't know why he's there, and I guess they team up later. In my opinion, I don't know if this is exact, but they're hiring a mercenary to do the right thing for the wrong reasons. That's kind of their thing. So if Wolverine's
Uh-oh.
coming in,
I said, uh-oh. They're hiring somebody to do the right thing for the wrong reason. And who did they pick?
Deadpool.
It could have been bad enough. They could have just picked Wolverine. That would have been bad enough. But no, we're going to get Deadpool. And so somehow we're going to have the both of them in there? Yeah. Uh-oh. But I expect this film to actually be better than the stuff that we've seen because the people working seem to actually have a respect for Deadpool that they don't have for the other characters. Maybe because he's an irreverent character, he's more. I mean, you can do the schlock, stuff with him, and they don't have to pretend that they're taking it seriously. They don't really have to read the material. They can just go over here and they can literally phone it in, and Deadpool will take over everything else that they need, so they can work with the framework and go crazy, which is what most writers want to do anyway, because it's not their own creation. So I believe we're going to get I believe we'll get a better film in this than we've gotten out of the last few ones, which haven't been very good.
And we do have to give Ryan Reynolds credit because he did read up on that character, so he knows that he's believed in that character from the beginning. Remember when he did that trailer that he paid by himself to get Fox to do the original movie? So you don't always get that happening in Hollywood, and so yeah, I mean these
That's
guys.
true. That's true. And Ryan Reynolds, well, he was on point. He was on point being Deadpool in Wolverine Origins. He was in character, even though he wasn't quite Deadpool yet, he was in character at that point. But he didn't have the control, as we saw later on in the film, as we saw with Deadpool.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true.
And they still don't want to make it. They don't do anything, and they're like, we got to sneak it out to the web, and it went viral, and they're like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
All right, guys. So listen, let's wrap this up. Is there anything else you want to add to this? Or we?
And another thing, no.
Okay. Hey, well,
Another one.
Thanks again for joining us. If you like what you hear, give us a comment, subscribe, spin a rack.
Out.
We're out.